Hello, Richard. This is Juliana. Thank you so much for the opportunity to just dig in with your brand and see what kind of reviews you have existing online. I was really hoping to find some juicy intel for you. I think I've got some interesting information to share, so let's get started. Reputation management, and specifically online reviews, can make or break a business. We believe your happy customers want to spread the word, but we also believe that you deserve the chance to satisfy disgruntled clients before comments are posted online. We have a simple and powerful solution. So the question is, when you're looking for service, who are you going to call? I think it's safe to say that we all start here at Google. In this example, I'm looking for landscaping services. Now these results have come up, they're organic, none of these are paid ads. Who are you going to call? So what are the key factors in assessing reviews online? Firstly, of course, we'll look at the average star rating, but we'll also look at the total number of reviews, and in some cases, the total lack of reviews. We'll look at review frequency, how old reviews may be, the average rating across multiple sites, so not just on Google. We might look also on Facebook. We might look also on Yelp. We'll take a look at whether or not a business has responded to negative reviews. And generally, we want to get a sense of what is the overall feeling, what's the sentiment of the reviews. And then the question is, how are we using this information? Luckily, we have some intelligence on this. We know that 95% of consumers search for local businesses online. We know that 91% read online reviews about local businesses, that most consumers are looking at 2 or more review websites before making a decision, that 84% of people trust online reviews as much as a personal review. And finally, 73% of consumers think that reviews older than 3 months are no longer relevant. So I did some investigating to see, how does your brand fare? So throughout our investigations, this is what we've put together for you. Generally, we see that there are no ratings on major sites. There are limited reviews overall. Facebook is definitely your best reputation, but there's also a need for frequent and recent reviews. We also see that there are opportunities here to increase the numbers of reviews quite easily, that we can establish a review presence on major sites. So we can give consumers a place to go for this information. And we can definitely establish a review frequency to keep ratings relevant. I also ran some basic keyword testing just to see if your brand is showing up in organic traffic. Even as I change the search terms, I'm still having some challenges finding the brand. And when my keyword search gets really specific, I do in fact find the National Soccer Coaches Association of Canada right there, and it's bringing me to your Facebook page. Ideally, there is also the other link on insoccer.ca. Now, all of this isn't very relevant if we don't have an idea of how do your competitors perform. So my search results are definitely affected by where I am physically when I conduct my search. Google is trying to give me the most relevant search results geographically. This is what came up for me. So we see Canada First Academy for Soccer Excellence with a 4.9 and 15 reviews. The Royal York Football Club, 4.0, pretty decent. ProStar Soccer Academy, 4.6, decent number of reviews. Essentially, this is the kind of presence that we're seeing online. I also captured some other screenshots of results based on varying keywords, as you can see here. And then I did a bit more digging, and in this scenario, I had the benefit of being able to ask Gabriela who would actually be an organization you can compete with, or you are competing with. And she said that, quite frankly, you don't have any competition. That being said, people don't know that unless they know you and your organization. So I pressed her to give me some names, and here we've got Progressive Performance, Sports Specific Training, and Evo 360. And you can see that they do each have a bit more of a presence online. Not a lot at all, but each of these organizations does have some reviews. I think that generally while they're beating you in reviews, there's an opportunity to bury the competition in reviews. And while you're probably making the majority of your business in word of mouth and just networking, I think that the reviews can do for you online what word of mouth is doing in person. Very quickly, I just want to tell you a little bit about Smart Self Solutions. This is my organization. We're very focused on helping brands achieve their growth goals, and I want to show you how we might be able to do that with you. So who in heck are we? The foundation of this organization is my career, over 20 years in marketing and strategic communications, helping organizations, individuals, communities, causes essentially achieve their goals right from conception through to execution, delivery, and beyond. In 2017, I helped my employer achieve some pretty incredible goals. We nailed our revenue goals 40% ahead of schedule. And then we, in fact, by the date that we had originally set out to achieve our revenue goal, we had surpassed our revenue goal by over 40%. When I ended that engagement, I needed to figure out how can I do this at scale. This is just really important stuff to me. On April 12th, 2017, we registered Smart Self Solutions as a corporation in Canada. As we plan ahead, I'm focusing on reputation management as a very high return on investment activity where we can bring really great value to our community. So this is something that is getting a lot of focus for 2019 here at Smart Self. Our brand is young and hungry, and we know the power of the 5-star review, and we want to essentially share that with you. I think one important thing to discuss is why don't people leave more positive reviews more often? So let's take a look at the top objections. Generally, we hear that people don't submit reviews for 3 reasons. Firstly, they say, I don't have time, feeling that it's a onerous activity, something that will take too much of their time. They often just forget. Even if they mean to, they often just forget. And then some people say, I don't know how. Where do I go? What site do I review on? We want to solve these problems. So we take a look first at how can we prompt the review from within your current business model. One way to do that is with an email signature. We can also have review call to actions on your website, and we have other tactics as well. When people are engaging with your brand, they can easily do this from their phone, and there are reminders so that they can essentially still get back to it even if they've missed the first call to action. With a series of very easy to follow email follow-ups, people will remember to submit their review. And we make it uber simple for people to understand not just which are your priority review sites, but also how to do it effectively. Now we want to capture bad reviews before they happen. So this is an example of the review page that an individual would see when they partake in the review process. If they've had a good experience, wonderful. We're going to siphon them off to an area where we've got our choice review properties and engage them through that process. However, if they've had a bad experience, we're going to, instead of funneling them to a review site, we're going to give them an email form where they have the opportunity to submit their complaint to the organization and have that handled in a more personal way. We have the capacity to monitor third-party review sites for new reviews. We can send instant alerts every time a new review is published. Our capacity includes major, minor, and industry-specific sites. And our alerts can include the review link and link for you to respond to the review. And this is quite powerful. The other great thing is that we can, in fact, take those reviews and use them as broadcast materials, promoted content, in order to share very organic reviews and testimonials about your business over platforms where we know we already have customers. Again, on your website, we can provide a space for individuals to essentially link through and provide a review, but we can also have a summary of your top reviews on your website, and that's pulled live. So essentially your 5-star reviews are pulled from multiple different properties, and that's really validating for any consumer, any client that might be checking out your site. So what can we do for you? Well, we are going to provide the review capture page, and this is mobile as well. We also provide a complete review instructions page for all review sites to make it really easy. We have the negative experience capture form. We manage review acquisition on our end for you. We review monitoring alerts to make sure that we're on top of everything that's happening out there in terms of your online reputation. We also include website review widget on your site to showcase your top reviews, as we saw on a recent screen. We have social broadcasting of 5-star reviews. We can provide you with the email signature widget to organically get reviews from people in real time that you're communicating with on a regular basis. And we can access major and industry specific review sites. So what would be the investment from you? Well, essentially there's an onboarding and setup fee of $500. There is a 12-month term in order to get to this service. We are looking for $250 a month, and we've provided a significant savings if you can pay up front. The annual fee is only $1,800. Now, if you're able to sign up, because this is a new service for us, we're really excited to completely cut out the onboarding and setup fee of $500. And if you were to buy the annual, the 12-month term with the annual fee, then there really is a significant savings in there for you. While this offering is new for Smart Self Solutions, we've partnered up with a group of organizations that provides this service for companies across Canada and the US, and the case studies are proven. We've got pest management with 25 5-star reviews in less than a month, and awarded one of the largest contracts to date because of the awesome reviews. There's also Reproductions Inc., 16 5-star reviews in less than 24 hours, more than 40 added within the first month. And EZA's Traffic School, this one was interesting. They moved from a 3.2 to a 4.1 average star rating in 1 month. And most of the poor reviews were there because people were frustrated with their traffic tickets. And now they are able to distinguish the fact that the traffic tickets and the great school are two very different things. Being upset about your traffic tickets is not a good reason to rate the school poorly, but we were able to manage those for them. So Smart Self Solutions is here at your service. We're very excited to help you grow your brand, and thank you so much for the opportunity to do this research, to give you the information both on your own organization, but also on your competitors. And while we would absolutely love to offer this service to you, and it is open if you are interested, the only thing that we ask in return is, can we have a quick conversation? I really want to hear your feedback about the service, about this presentation, and we are going to be launching this to the masses essentially. And so your feedback for me is extremely valuable. It's priceless. So I would really appreciate that. I hope you found this information helpful. And if we can help you with reputation management, well, let's get going. So let's schedule a call. And I always like to sign off to your smart self. Bye, Richard.